Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to PyroFalkon's Let's Play Extravaganza, where we are playing Cinders, which is an interactive fiction game, which is sort of based on the whole Cinderella story, but with a major artistic license to it. We are playing as Cinders, and we are doing the exact opposite of my personal instinct, hopefully for a more interesting story. So when we last left off, we're going to town to run an errand, but we have to go through the forest. We're going to pick up from there. I suppose I should be grateful, even though Carmosa practically kicked me out of the house. It's better than staying there. It really is beautiful here, and it's a much-needed break from that toxic house. The lake that my father took me to as a child isn't far away, too. I will say this, I really like the art in this game. The things they're doing with colors is awesome. Is there a button that lets me... Probably not. I hope there's a button that, if you guys know, let me know in the comments. I think there's a button. I hope there's a button that like takes all the sprites off the screen and just shows the background art. They usually have that kind of thing for dating sims and that kind of game. But anyway, so we are here in the forest. I really miss our trips to the lake. It would be nice to visit it again, if only for the sake of memories. I wonder if I have enough time. Carmosa did tell me to hurry, after all. Okay, let's see. In real life, when I have to do things, I usually go all out with that one specific task until it's done. So if I was in her shoes, I would go to town, which means we will go to the lake instead. Carmosa will yell at me when I get back no matter what I do. It's impossible to please that woman. Well, then I suppose a trip to the lake wouldn't make a difference one way or another. It's been so long since my last visit, and I do miss it. I'll go. Oh, I'm getting her in trouble. I'm glad I chose to come. This place is just as beautiful as it was when Father used to take me here. As a child, I knew that this place was magical, but I've outgrown fairy tales now. Still, there's something to this place. It feels enchanted. Maybe it's because it hasn't changed a bit since I was a little brat. I remember that Father would always leave a gift for the fairies every time we visited. Maybe I should do the same. Seriously, I wish I could take her away for a second so we can just absorb this art. It's gorgeous. Okay, so let's see. In real life, I'm fairly practical. In this situation, I would not leave a gift. Like, I'm the type who just passes wishing wells and ignores them. So, sure, why not? Let's leave a gift. I wish I had brought something with me, but I don't really own anything that would make a proper gift anyway. Well, it's the intent behind the gift that matters more than the actual gift. As long as I'm honoring the fairies, they'll appreciate it. That's what Father would say. I guess he really was a big child deep inside. I think I'll weave a wreath out of some of the flowers here. I'm sure the fairies would appreciate it. Oh man, now we're waiting long enough that we have to weave a wreath? Lady Carmosa is going to be very angry. But now that she's out of the way, I'm going to shut up for 2 seconds. Let's just enjoy this artwork. The artists who were behind this game really earned their paychecks. This is gorgeous. It's coming along nicer than I expected. It's been such a long time since I did anything like this. It feels a little nostalgic. It's funny how when we grow up, we start rejecting things we consider childish, only to return to them later with great joy. That's very true. I think I'll leave this wreath under that old oak. That's where Father always left our gifts when we came. I've spent too long here already. I need to get into town. Overworld. We are going to town. Finally at the town. I should probably head straight to Tobias' shop. Strange. What's that crowd over there? Everyone seems to be surrounding that building. I wonder if someone around here can tell me what's going on. Excuse me, ma'am. Could you tell me what that crowd is for? Oh, child, haven't you heard? A bunch of good-for-nothing thugs took their hideout there. Bastards kidnapped a child. I'm sure you know it's market day today. A lot of folk come into town to trade their wares, but there's also the unwelcome element, you know what I mean? One of the nearby merchants caught some ruffians red-handed, stealing from him like it's no one's business. So we naturally grabbed whatever pointy thing came in handy and made sure those lowlifes know that we don't take kindly to thieves in this town. But those scums managed to grab a child and lock themselves up in that house. They're threatening to kill the brat if anyone tries to enter. Why's everyone calling kids brats in this world? That's horrible. Oh, the poor mother. Thank goodness some lads noticed Perrault, the captain of the prince's guard, drinking in the inn. A few men went to fetch him from the tavern. He grabbed that blade of his and went into the house without saying a thing. I wish that good-for-nothing husband of mine would be so brave, but he's only good for drinking and complaining, I tell ya. It's been silent like a graveyard in the night since the captain went in. Who knows what happened there? Oh, such awful times we live in. Yes, because one bad event is a microcosm of all of society. Can I punch her? That is truly sad. Thank you for telling me. I hope that child doesn't get hurt. If the captain of the guard plans to fight, it's sure to be dangerous in there. Wait. Everyone has stopped talking. Did something happen? Someone is coming outside. Is that the captain of the guard? Look at all those belts. The child is safe now. Someone get rid of the bodies. It's Perrault, or Perrault, or Perrault. I don't know how to pronounce that. Wow, did he just take care of an entire gang of bandits on his own? He acts like it wasn't even a big deal. He just disappeared without even waiting for any thanks. It feels as if he doesn't even care about what anyone thinks of him. I'm intrigued to know what sort of man could do something so heroic and yet remain so emotionless about the whole thing. It looks like the child has been reunited with his mother. What a relief. Oh, I'm running late now. I better go see Tobias right away. Nice shop. Tobias's store is neat and well organized as usual. From the looks of things, he's been doing well for himself. I see the necklace and the earrings over here. Very nice. It makes me want to, like, get them and put them on my Sims or something. I guess he was lucky those thieves didn't decide to rob this place instead of one of those poor merchants at the market. Ah. Wow, Tobias, you look kind of foppish. Hey, welcome, Cinders. Is everything all right? You seem a bit pale. I've just witnessed a terrible scene in the market. A group of brigands kidnapped a child and barricaded themselves in one of the houses. Heavens! Did someone call the guards? Luckily, the captain was nearby and resolved the situation quickly, with his sword. As messy as it may seem, that is his job. Glad to hear everyone's all right. Not everyone. He killed all those men. I don't know how to feel about it. You've always had a gentle heart, Cinders. I just noticed my voices are very inconsistent. I'm sorry. I do apologize. I'm not a voice actor. Have you missed it? Well, it's been too long since you last stopped by, that's for sure. How have you been? Much the same. Carmosa works me to the bone every day, and there are times when I wish I could just disappear. But I manage, and there are days that make me happy, like today. I'm so glad to see you again, Tobias. It looks like your shop is flourishing. It does well enough. I hope you know that you can come speak to me anytime you want. Flair. Title card. We used to spend so much time together when we were teenagers. Now that we're adults, it seems like we hardly even catch a glimpse of each other. It's really a shame. You're right. It feels like childhood friendships disappear once you mature. It's hard to keep them alive sometimes, even when you have the best of intentions. You guys just need to, friend each other on Facebook, then it's not a big deal. You guys do have DSL, right? Such a true statement, but I assume you didn't come here just to remember the old days. Sadly, no. I'm on an errand for Carmosa. I'm here to pay you for, well, whatever it is she asked for. She's being very secretive about the whole thing. Oh, that. That? Now I'm even more curious about this errand. I would ask him. I would ask him so hard. So I'm going to let it go. Anyway, Carmosa said that I was supposed to give you some money for this job. That's true, but I'm surprised she would send you to pay for it. She said something about not having a choice. How much does she owe you? Around 200 sovereigns, I'd say. Just an estimate. That means Carmosa and Tobias haven't agreed on a set price yet. If I could negotiate a discount, I might get in Carmosa's good graces. Or just get some money for myself. Okay, so... let's see. In general, I'm a fairly honest person, which is also one reason why I get hit so hard with medical bills. So I would let him have the full price, so we're going to take that out. Okay, of the other three choices, I would either be straightforward with a haggle, or, knowing me, if I was talking to a girl, I would try to be flirty. So these three here are ones that I would normally do. So we'll go with appeal to friendship. Would 175 sovereigns be enough? You know, for the sake of old friendship. Ha! I'm not sure if it's a good idea to mix money in relationships. Well, you do have a point, but I don't even have any money to mix with a relationship. I was just hoping that maybe I'd have a little spare money for myself after this trip. Isn't that technically stealing, especially now that you've admitted it? Anyway, it isn't easy for you there, is it? Well, I can live without those 25 coins if I know they're going to a good person. I think 175 should be fine. Oh, thank you so much. You truly are a wonderful friend. Maybe you could use that money to get yourself a real meal for once. The tavern has great food. You should really ask them about their royal special. Thank you. That's a great idea. I'm glad that Carmosa sent you. It was a pleasure to do business with you, and I'm happy that I got to see you again. Likewise. I really do miss seeing you, Tobias. I hope that you come again soon. I'll do my best. Oh, I almost forgot. What is it? Please tell Carmosa that I'll fulfill my part of the deal soon, and she should expect my representative to come by sometime tonight. Sure, I'll let her know. Thank you. Oh, and by the way, I had no idea you have your... Wait. Oh, and by the way, I had no idea you have your representatives nowadays. It comes with the trade, I guess. Start throwing coin around, and suddenly you find yourself surrounded with people eager to rush errands for you. Coin, you say? And I thought this had more to do with your magnetic personality. Oh, Cinders, you're being so flirty. I used to be magnetic, but it made trading in metalware much too risky for me, so I stopped. Don't give up your day job. Oh, people do tend to underestimate the pain caused by fast-flying cutlery. Oh, God. There was a time in my life when I was forced to eat with my hands, but I prefer not to speak about it. Okay, alright, I get the jokes. Ha! Oh, I've missed our talks, Tobias. Me too, Cinders. Hopefully, I will see you again. I hope so too. Take care, friend. Ugh. I really missed the old days when Tobias and I played together. I'm so glad that I could see him again. And I even have an extra 25 sovereigns for myself. I could stop by the tavern and treat myself with this money. But if I brought it back to Carmosa, I'm sure she'd appreciate it. Okay, well, like I said, usually I would, you know, get my butt in gear and finish the mission, or errand in this case. So we're going to divert and go to the inn. We're being selfish and rude. This place looks so full of life. Although to be fair, it's a little bit shady too. I hear that this inn attracts some of the less honest people in town, but at least it's exciting. People here actually know how to have fun. It's nothing like that stiff and proper place that I'm forced to call home. Carmosa and her daughters are all too proud to do anything fun. Well, I'm not going to be like that. I'll order a huge meal and a beer to go with it. Oh, the captain of the guard is still here. He's all alone in the corner. I wonder if he'd let me sit with him. I'd be curious about him too. Trying to think. No. Okay, if I was role-playing the true me and I would see like a cop or an FBI agent or something sitting in the corner, especially knowing he just went and killed some dudes, I'd avoid him. I'd look at him. I'd probably stare at him and make him creeped out, but I would avoid him. So, as Cinders, let's approach him. I'm already spending time drinking beer at the tavern. I might as well just take the plunge. But we're going to take the plunge in the next episode of the game. Tune in tomorrow for this. This is the problem with not scripting my transitions correctly. Let me just try to... I never script my transitions. Anyway, thanks for watching. Come back tomorrow for another episode of Cinders. There we go. Why was that so hard?